All right, let's get back to the phone lines. We're talking Mardi Gras mishaps tonight. Phone number is there on your screen if you have a question. We've got Lee on the line from Crestview. Hey there, Lee. What's your question tonight?
Hey, Lee.
Hi there. How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing good.
All right. I had an accident a few years back, and a motorcyclist hit my pickup truck, busted the taillight assembly and bent the fender, and then crashed. And when he had no insurance. Highway Patrol was called. I had liability insurance. I may have had full coverage. I can't remember.
Okay.
And I went to my local insurance company where I had my insurance and told them that this motorcycle hit me, and I had my uninsured motorist, and I wanted to file on it to pay for my truck repair and taillight assembly.
Right.
And they said, oh, your uninsured motorist is underinsured motorist, and it's only for hospital bills that if somebody is hurt and their local coverage is less than what the bill is, then this insurance takes over. I haven't had underinsured motorists since on account of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Eaton, talk about that.
Yeah, there's a big difference between uninsured motorists and collision insurance. If you have property damage, you have to have collision insurance on your vehicle to cover your vehicle for property damage. The uninsured motorist coverage is for personal injuries only. So if you'd had a personal injury, that's the whole point of that, because obviously a taillight can be fixed for a few hundred, even a few $1,000s, as where if you have to have surgery, it's going to be multiple thousands of dollars. That's the purpose of uninsured motorist coverage, is not to cover your property, but to cover you in the event you're injured.
Yeah, I get that question all the time. They're like, hey, you know, I was, my car was in a Walmart parking lot and someone rammed into it. I wasn't in there and I wasn't hurt, but the other side didn't have insurance and I want to use my uninsured motorist coverage. Well, like Eaton just said, that's not going to cover that. It's only going to cover if you were injured, not your property damage. Now, I will tell you, there's one insurance company that I know of that if you pay an extra premium, and I think it's Cincinnati Insurance Company, but they will give you that coverage for property damage only, but you got to pay extra. But the main thing that Eaton and I are talking about tonight is if you're injured or your family member's injured. And here's the weird thing and the good thing about uninsured motorist coverage. You don't even have to be in the vehicle or any vehicle for it to cover you. You could be walking to your mailbox and then get hit by a runaway vehicle, which I've had 2 or 3 of these, where you get hit, and if that other side didn't have any insurance or not enough, guess what? Your uninsured motorist coverage, it's going to cover you. It's different than an automobile policy like collision where it follows the vehicle, wherever that vehicle is. Uninsured motorist coverage is going to follow you, wherever you are. And you could be sitting in your living room and a car comes in and crashes through and harms you, then you still are going to be covered with your uninsured motorist coverage. So again, like Eaton said a while ago, it's the most important insurance, in our opinion, that you could have.